Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look what is the best platform to start up a print-on-demand storefront. We're going to be comparing and contrasting different sites, and more importantly, I'm not going to waste your time too much. I'm going to save your time right away, and I'm going to explain which one is the best for absolute beginners, and then for the rest of the video, I'll just simply explain why. So the best platform between Spreadshop, Etsy, Shopify, and Sellfy, which one is the best out of all of these? You're looking at Sellfy as the best option for beginners who are on a budget, who need ease of use, and still they need some functionality and customization to the site. And some of people might think, well, why is that? Can you explain that? And absolutely. So the first thing is we're going to talk about ease of use. Spring is easy to use. Spreadshop is easy to use. Etsy is easy to use. Shopify is not easy to use. And Sellfy is easy to use. The difference between Sellfy and the other three shops that are easy to use is that Etsy, Spring, and Spreadshop lack serious problems when it comes to building a print-on-demand shop. Well, what are those problems we need to explore? Well, the first thing is, let's talk about customization. If I want to build a shop and I want to add things like countdown timers and discounts and sales and coupon codes and affiliate linking, I can't actually do that with these platforms. With Spring, aka Teespring, with Spreadshop, with Etsy, I can't actually do that. Everything falls in lines with their actual platform. I could do that with Shopify and I could do that with Sellfy, but once again, Shopify is much more complicated and takes a lot longer to launch than Sellfy does. So once again, if you're looking for something that's very easy to use and you could learn how to use it within literally 5 minutes and you could launch the same day, Sellfy is your option. And it's, like I said, much easier to use, much quicker to launch, and also it has those customization type features. You'll see in a minute, but Sellfy has affiliate links built in. It has email marketing built in. It has all these cool features that you would use to build an ideal print-on-demand store, okay? Now, as far as marketing, pretty much everybody listening here does marketing one way or another. Whether you're using social media, whether you're using SEO, whether you're promoting your products on YouTube or Instagram, you're doing marketing one way or another, whether you realize it or not. Now let's talk about the purpose of marketing. Well, the purpose of marketing is to get sales. There becomes an inherent problem with two of these sites out of the group. Once again, Spreadshop and Etsy. Well, for Etsy, the problem with Etsy is that if I pay for, let's say, a Google ad or a Facebook ad, I might be fueling my competitors' traffic, which is why, like I said, and I've said this multiple times before on other marketplace sites, I would never run ads to my product on marketplace sites. So once again, if I'm running a Facebook ad, if it was me, I would want it to go to my own personal website as opposed to a marketplace. Because let's say I'm selling a product in an ad, person finds the product interesting, they click on the ad, they get taken to the Etsy landing page. Guess what? On that Etsy landing page, there's other products that are being recommended to that buyer. So it's not really an option for me. And also, Etsy does have an internal ad system. However, there are some inherent problems with it as well. The internal ad system allows you to either turn on or turn off marketing for that product entirely. It's kind of makes the system difficult to select which tags I want to select in the Etsy ad system that I want to run ads for. On top of that, it's a little pricey depending on how many clicks you actually want and the niche that you're in. So you can select if you want to pay $1 a day, $3 a day, etc. But if you're actually getting clicks, those clicks get eaten up pretty quickly, which are not ideal. If I wanted to run ads, I would more prefer them on Pinterest, Facebook, or Google. Even though Facebook and Google are relatively expensive, I would much want to do them on those kind of platforms versus doing them on Etsy because it's more of a holistic kind of approach. If I learn how to advertise on those platforms, I can learn how to advertise anything as opposed to the lack of features on the Etsy ad system. Now, there's nothing wrong with running ads on Etsy, but once again, it's not ideal for someone like me. And especially for someone who is looking to run a print-on-demand store and keep things pretty simple and pretty fast, those are not really going to be options. In terms of customization, I already said this, but Spring, Spreadshop, Etsy have very little customization. Shopify has a lot of customization. Sellfy has some customization. But Shopify, for the cost of the customization, will cost a lot. It will cost a lot. And like I said, for beginners who are looking for something simple, quick, and fast, Shopify is not really the option. I've worked with clients before who take 2 to 3 to 4 months to get their Shopify site built and perfected before they actually go launch. I've, on the other hand, built a Sellfy store that has launched the exact same day that I've built it. So, in terms of ready to launch quickness, Sellfy does that at the very lowest cost possible. Let's kind of explore what these costs are now between Shopify and Sellfy. So, with Shopify, you have to pay for Shopify apps, Shopify themes, the Shopify subscription, Shopify domain name. You have to pay for a lot of these different things. Not to mention, if you're looking to do certain customizations that don't currently exist with the current theme that you have and the current apps that you have, you're going to have to hire a developer. And developers are definitely not cheap either. With Sellfy, it's none of that. In fact, the only payment that you have to make on Sellfy that you also have to make on Shopify is the subscription. Now, in reference to the subscription, the Shopify subscription costs $39 a month at the cheapest. The Sellfy subscription at the cheapest costs $19 a month if you're paying for 2 years. If you're paying monthly, it's $29 a month, so cheaper than Shopify's. But also, if you're going to use my discount code API, you get that 50% off the yearly plan on the starter package for Sellfy. So that's 50% off. Pretty crazy of a discount. So currently, the yearly plan is $22 a month, and you get it for 50% off that yearly plan. Then you're sitting at $11 a month, which is literally almost a fourth the cost of Shopify's plan for $39 a month. So Sellfy is not only easier to use, but it's a lot cheaper. Once again, you're going to use code API to get 50% off. That is huge. There's no other platform that can offer you that. And once again, with Shopify, if you are going to build your site the way you would want it to, you're going to have to pay for a Shopify theme. You're going to have to pay for the actual monthly plan, which there's no discounts on that. You're going to have to pay for a domain name. You're going to have to pay for a developer when you actually decide to edit things. So all those costs add up drastically with Shopify. But more importantly, other than just the cost, it adds complexity and it adds time that is being wasted. If I want to run a Shopify store, or in general, a print-on-demand store, I want to know that I can launch quickly. The easiest, fastest way to launch is with Sellfy. Now, mind you, I'm focusing very, very heavily on 2 main subjects here. I'm focusing on the simplicity and the cost, the pricing. Sellfy wins in those 2 markets or those 2 requirements, by a landslide when it comes to any other platform. So pricing and simplicity, it wins, yet still having the ability to customize. So now that we kind of got that out of the way, let me kind of show you inside Sellfy so you can take a look and get started building your own print-on-demand store. All right, so let me get into it. So what you guys are seeing here is my Sellfy dashboard. And once again, Sellfy is a place where you can sell print-on-demand products, but you could also sell other products. A lot of people don't know that. If I go over here on Sellfy, I can sell digital products, print-on-demand products, subscription products, physical products. I can even add freebies to my site. So imagine, for an example, I was a YouTuber that taught math online, right? I can have different print-on-demand shirts with different mathematical equations on them, right? Sell those, but I could also give a freebie as a cheat sheet, like a downloadable PDF as a cheat sheet to my customers. And before they purchase, they're probably going to download the free PDF of a cheat sheet, right, with all the different equations. And now I'm going to have their email address. And when I have their email address, I can send them different emails to basically promote to them the products that I'm making. How awesome is that? I can do that with all in Sellfy. Let's take a look at the print-on-demand products, because that's probably the reason why you're here on Sellfy. So if I click print on demand and I click add new product, you can see I can have men's products, women's, hats, kids, bags, home and living, accessories. Let's take a look at this. Like if I click on the men's here, we have all kinds of hoodies and sweatshirts and t-shirts. Actually, this is my favorite hoodie right here. It's really, really high quality. It's a little more expensive than the regular one, but it's $25. You really cannot beat that. And it's a very nice quality. But you can see here, you got some bomber jackets. You got this other type of, I forgot what it was called. This is called a packable jacket. I usually call it like a rain jacket, but it's not a rain jacket. It's like a nice little sports kind of attire here. You have all kinds of different basketball jerseys. I mean, you really can't beat the different options that are available here. And this is just the men's section. Let's go back here. Let's click on the women's section here. And we got all types of products. Once again, sweatshirts, hoodies. We have the leggings. We have some swimwear type products. We have the yoga stuff, of course. We have the different tank tops, the basketball jerseys as well. Let's go back to categories. We have hats. They have a really good collection of different hats here. It's not like there's one or two hats. There's a bunch of different hats here. We go over to the kids. You got a whole bunch of stuff for the kids here. I could just picture this make a killing with a YouTube store, like for kids. You know, you guys know those like YouTube shows where it's like a kids-related content and they're selling all kinds of kids merch. That will do really well. And then here you have the home and living, which to me, this is my second favorite category because of the versatility and the diversity of the products, from mugs to these pillowcases, blankets, all over print flag. And you could see here the prices are actually pretty fair. Like, you know, for example, $8.95 for a mug. I can sell a mug for up to $20, $25 if I really want to. If I was trying to be conservative, $19.99, I'll still make a phenomenal profit on that mug. We look here. This is the travel mug with a handle, pet bowl, Sherpa blankets, wall calendars, puzzles, which is a little like outside of the box type of product that people don't normally think about for print on demand. We have mugs. This is even cheaper of a mug, $7.95. I didn't even see that. Canvas prints, posters, like the list goes on and on. Holographic stickers, regular stickers, glossy metal print. That is a big deal. You know, if you compare this to some of the costs on, for example, on Displate charges for posters like close to like $200, $300 sometimes, depending on the larger size, sometimes even the 400s. This is, you know, much, much cheaper. Look at that, starting at $37. So these are prices you can't really beat. Paper posters with the hangers. I personally like the other posters better, but, you know, everybody has their own choice. The enamel mug, which is, it's got like this rim to it. It's got notebooks, aprons, coasters. Let's go ahead and see if we missed anything else. Did we miss anything? The accessory section, phone cases, of course. How could I forget those? Desk mats, one of my favorite products as well. Some socks here. So as you can see, there's a lot of different products you could bring here. But I also want to focus a little bit on the marketing side, guys, because the marketing and the functionality, to me, when I'm building a store, are the two most important things. Why? If some of you have listened to my Pinterest ads course before, then you know what my point of view on success with advertising for stores are. The first thing is the site. The site has to be on point. When I say the site, I'm talking about from the functionality to the product design to how the site is built. All of that matters a lot. Then you have the other side of things, which is the marketing. The marketing is really everything off of the site. So can Sellfy handle these things? Absolutely. So let's get into it. We have this little marketing section here on Sellfy that has like a list of things. we have discounts, we have email marketing, affiliate program, and apps. Do you guys remember when I mentioned the email marketing, when I mentioned the affiliate program? Yep, these features are all right here. So let's say I want to start an affiliate program and I want people to promote my clothing on my store, on my Sellfy store. Well, guess what? There's an enable affiliate program here. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, how could I actually start an affiliate program? Who would want to promote my products? Well, here's the thing, right? There are sites out there similar to like Groupon that are smaller sites, but there's thousands of them. And when I say smaller, I mean they're smaller than Groupon, but they're big enough to get you some sales. And what you do is you list your site on their websites with your affiliate link, right? And they're going to get a commission when the sale comes from their site, and you're going to give them a commission, but also you're going to get the sales from it. To bring in an affiliate program to your site, not only is it a huge expense, a lot of people don't really understand sometimes how expensive that could be, that tracking kind of software, but Sellfy provides it for free with your website. Pretty awesome, right? Now, of course, the affiliate program is not going to be the only thing that runs your business. You have your actual marketing, which brings me to this part right here. Your discounts, which include your coupons and sales, and your upselling, and then, of course, your email marketing. I've actually showcased this upselling feature before, but the way it works is if I want a certain product, when people add that product to their cart, other products would recommend to them. I can do that with this feature. That's what an upsell actually is. I call it the McDonald's effect. If you've ever been to McDonald's, when you order something, let's say like a sandwich, what does the person or the person at the register say to you? They say, hey, would you like a Coke with that, or a drink with that, or some fries with that? Would you like to make it a meal? That is them upselling. They're constantly upselling. Now, what does upselling do? It increases the average order value rate. And Sellfy allows you to do that. It allows you to increase the average order value rate by including this upsell feature. So let's kind of take a look at one of the upsells that I created. So I created a test here, and basically I said for this product, and this product, I want there to be an upsell of this product at a 10% off rate. See, in order for upsells to work really, really well, is not just recommend the product, but recommend the product at a sale. And so then the customer is now a little bit more motivated to make the purchase. There's a huge difference when I say to you, hey, you bought the t-shirt, now go buy the shorts. Or if I say, hey, you bought the t-shirt, let me give you the matching shorts for 20% off. Now it kind of triggers the person psychologically to go make the purchase. And once again, if you guys have taken my Pinterest ads course, you guys know about all the psychological triggers that are associated with e-commerce and making the sale, which is once again one of the reasons why my conversion rates are much, much higher than the industry average, which they state the industry average is like 2%. That's not true at all. The industry average is like a percent, sometimes 1.5% if they're lucky. My percentage sometimes could be 7-8%, depending on the niche, because I'm constantly applying these psychological triggers. It just so happens that Sellfy allows you to tap into these psychological triggers, and one of the triggers is discounts. What are discounts, guys? They're incentivization type offers. You're incentivizing somebody, you're motivating them, right? And you're essentially kind of giving somebody something for them to then make the purchase. So for example, if I have a storefront and I'm offering people 30% off or a discount, they might have never purchased the product, but now because there's some sort of discount, they feel like they're receiving something and they almost have to make the purchase. Now, this works really, really well if there's consumer interest already involved. Consumer interest comes from your product designs, and now really everybody can create good products. You know, from AI to the different videos we've uploaded and the different videos on YouTube that come to designing, everybody should be an expert in that area. But you can create a coupon type sale or a discount type sale, and you can choose the percentage or the amount, right? So if I want to have $5 off versus 10% off or something like that, I can choose the date. I can choose if it ever expires or not. And also, I can choose a countdown timer associated with it. So if you see this little feature here, this is a countdown timer, usually on the coupon, I believe. So let me select coupon. Or no, I was wrong. Sorry about that. This is on the sales section. you have to have a countdown timer for that specific date. So let's say I want to set a discount 2 days from now. My marketing correlates with it. So if I'm running ads or if I have my messaging on my website written down saying, hey, discount ends in 2 days, I can have a countdown timer that further reminds people and is a great psychological trigger to keep the sales going. You know, a lot of people may not pay attention when you say to somebody, hey, I'm ending this sale in 2 days. They might not pay attention. But if you're adding that countdown timer, which once again, Sellfy has that built-in feature, now you're kind of moving the needle a little bit more. You're helping yourself increase the sales, increase the conversions, increase the average order value, once again, through all these different benefits. What's the next marketing bonus, I guess you could say, within Sellfy? Email marketing. Once again, these are things, guys, that I've been saying are difficult to do when you're on other platforms like Shopify because of the complexity. You have to download apps, you have to do integrations, you have to connect API keys, you have to do a lot of different things. With Sellfy, that you don't need to do that. It's all built in here for you. And speaking of email marketing, you can send 50,000 emails built in. That's pretty cool. 50,000 credits, 50,000 emails with the monthly plan, or if you're doing the monthly, which pretty much everyone is, you get these 50,000 credits that renew every single month. So I can send 50,000 emails. Think about that. That's a lot of emails, right? And so if I want to put out an email about a new product I released, boom, I could send it. If I want to put out a new email about a discount and I want to make more money that day, boom, I send it. Now remember, what was the purpose of the freebies? The purpose of the freebies was to collect the emails. So once again, I'm going to use that tutor example. If I'm a math tutor on YouTube, right, and I want to give people a free equation checklist or whatever, right, PDF of all the different equations and their purposes, they come to my site, they download the freebie, I have their email. Now that I have their email, I can send them discounts, coupons, all kinds of offers on the t-shirts that I've been creating. All right, so that's one way to do it. And like I said, it's all built into Sellfy. They allow you to do it. What is the cherry on top now for the Sellfy platform for apps or marketing? The apps section. The apps section is an integral part of your acceleration to success with print on demand. If I want to have all my products listed on the Google Merchant Center, which a lot of people don't know what that is, I'll show you in just a minute. Easy, one-click integration here. How do I do it? Let me show you. If we go to Google here and I type in fishing t-shirt, you see all these products right here? Right here? This is Google Merchant Center products. Or excuse me, sorry about that. These are Google Merchant Center products. These were images. I got a little distracted there. These are Google Merchant Center products. These are products that show up for free just by submitting your site to Google's Merchant Center. Sellfy allows you to do that with literally one click. If you want to run Facebook ads and you want to track the users on your site to see if they're adding stuff to your cart or they're checking out or maybe they're interested in certain products, that's what the Facebook Pixel is for. So when I add a Facebook Pixel to my Sellfy store, right, and I look over on the Pixel through the ads platform, it will show me the numbers of how many people went down my funnel. So it will say 50 people reached the fishing t-shirt, 49 added to the cart, and 4 checked out. So I can create an ad and I can target the people specifically who only went to the cart. I could dismiss the people who already checked out because they already bought, and I could dismiss the people who never added to the cart. I can only select, if I wanted to, the people who added to my cart, and I could say, hey, we know you added this product to your cart. Go there, check it out, and use code blah, blah, blah to finalize your order. You know, and that could be the thing, the incentivization that is the straw that breaks the camel's back to actually make the purchase. You don't never know what will cause someone or trigger someone to purchase. But if they already have interest, meaning they viewed the product, they added the product to the cart, that means you know they're a potential customer. You just have to help them pull the trigger. And sometimes it might be a discount. Sometimes it might be an offer. Sometimes they might need some extra time. Whatever the case may be, you need to reconnect with them. The Facebook Pixel allows you to do that. Once again, this is all built in to Sellfy. Some of you guys see Twitter ads here. Yep, that's part of it too. Google Analytics, that's part of it, right? If you're doing SEO, which everybody sitting here listening to this should do SEO because it's literally free money on your site, okay? You're doing SEO, you want to know what are people searching to end up on my site? And then what you want to do is you want to basically create more content for the keywords that people are already searching because Google is already telling you, hey, you're ranking for this content. You just need to do a little more to get to the top. Right? So Google Analytics is one of those things that helps you do that. And once again, Sellfy, one-click integration. Zapier. If you guys are familiar, a lot of people might be confused about what Zapier is. Zapier is a automation sequencing software. And what does that really mean? If somebody places an order on my site, right? Or maybe let's say they do a specific activity, I can send them things. I can do things with Zapier. So for example, if I am selling a certain t-shirt and I promise people who buy this certain t-shirt that I'm going to send them a copy of my ebook, with Zapier, I can create what's called a zap. And it will basically suck out every single person's email who makes the purchase, depending on how I set up my zap. And I could send them an email through the Zap. It's like an automation that will send them my ebook, right? I don't have to sit there and manually sit there and send each person a email. Zapier does that for me. And once again, Sellfy connects with Zapier. Facebook Live Chat. If you want to have like a little live chat app on your site where people can ask you questions or something like that, let them tap in with you on your Facebook page. The live chat helps you do that. And all you do is literally click on it, enter your code, and then people will be able to click on this little bubble that's at the corner of your screen and communicate with you through there. Patreon. If you're a creator, and I think a lot of creators make use of Patreon. For example, if you're a YouTuber, let's say you're a religious YouTuber, a mentoring YouTuber, maybe you teach people about certain things or you share your experiences and you want people to support you, you can connect your Sellfy store to Patreon, which is pretty epic as well. These are things that you won't really find on other sites. And if you do, you're going to have to do a lot of integration, a lot of effort. You definitely can't do this with Spreadshop or Spring. You definitely can't do it with Etsy, right? So you either have Shopify or Sellfy. And once again, Shopify is a lot more in cost. I'm not against Shopify. I want to be clear about this. I'm not against it. But for people who are looking for speed and low cost, Sellfy is the way to go for speed and low cost, okay? If you want Sellfy at even cheaper price, use my discount code API and you will get 50% off. All the information will be in the link in the description, in the description. You can read through my description box. You can look at the pinned comment. All the information will be there. 50% off is a huge discount. You're really not going to find that anywhere else. Huge discount on Sellfy, and it has a ton of features. You guys saw the different products we can sell through print on demand. You saw here the different apps, the different marketing stuff. If you guys have questions on Sellfy, leave them in the comments down below. I'll be happy to answer them. But once again, I want to be clear here. The benefit of using Sellfy is for people who are looking for a cheaper opportunity to get into the print on demand world, create a print on demand store, with also having the ability to customize their store, of course, use their web builder, their checkout, things like that, but also ease of use. And when I say ease of use, let me actually show you what I mean by that. So when you have your store, right, you can edit how the website actually looks. So when I click view my shop, this is my shop. I have a customize button. Very similar to how like Shopify, you can edit certain banners and certain things and move everything and the organization of things. I can do that here with Sellfy. So if you look here, they have a checkout customizer. So if I want to edit the checkout page, I can do that. So I click on the checkout page, I make some edits to it. If I want to edit, let's say, my category page, I can edit it, right? These are things that you can edit. That's why I say customization, but it's really not that difficult to do it. There's settings here. All I have to do is click on a button, change the settings. If I want to make something smaller, larger, if I want to change how the borders look, like the corners here, I can change that, right? If I want to have like rounded corners, curved corner, like very round, like very small curves here. If I want to have it pointy, I could do that. I can change how the colors look on the text, right? I could change, well, I personally like the black, but you know, you guys could do it the way you want. You could change the size of certain things. There's a lot of things you could do here. You could change the amount of products per page, right? So many different options for customization here. So customization, cost, functionality, connecting with different apps, and specifically ease of use, meaning it's not complicated to learn how to use this. Sellfy wins to me. You know, if we're comparing it to Shopify, and Shopify is really the only viable competitor to Sellfy. You look at Spring, you look at Spreadshop, they don't stand a chance because there is no customization to them. The only thing you can customize is the product. Now, let's talk about fees really quickly. Once again, all these other platforms either are charging you fees per transaction, which Shopify does do that, or they're going to be charging you some sort of astronomical subscription price. Spreadshop, Spring don't charge you a subscription price because there's no customization. There's no true storefront, okay? But Shopify has a storefront, but it's costs more than double, almost triple, honestly, with the discount code triple of what you're paying here with Sellfy. Now, in terms of the cost per transaction, which really does hurt you, Shopify charges a transaction price. Sellfy does not have any prices for transactions. So if I sell a t-shirt, I'm going to get that profit. There's no piece taken out of that. Huge transaction prices for Spreadshop, for Spring, and other platforms like that. Even Etsy has transaction fees per transaction, listing fees, things like that. That kind of stuff doesn't exist with Sellfy. So once again, if you're a beginner, if you're looking for something very cheap to start off, use code API, 50% off, okay? You need something cheap. You need something easy to use. You need something quick to launch, something you want to get your products out on there. Sellfy is the place. And of course, if you need help, put some comments down below. Email me. I'll leave my email in the description box as well. Also in the pinned comment. Read the pinned comment for all the information. All right? I'm here to help. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and this breakdown. And if you guys have questions, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Bye.